Hello. Hi guys, happy Monday. As per usual, I hope you had a restful weekend. I hope you got some time for some me time. Ladies, I hope you lit a candle somewhere in a room with a nice glass of whatever your favorite drink is, a nice cup of tea, or whatever that favorite drink of yours is. I hope you had some with a lit candle comfortably. So I hope you had a restful weekend. I hope you were productive. You got things done Saturday or Sunday, you get to rest, or either flip the two, Saturday you got to rest, Sunday you kind of prepare for the week. So I'm wishing you all a successful, productive week ahead. This week I want to encourage you all to visit my pages, Beauty with Grace Salon and Spa on Instagram, Beauty with Grace Home and Accents as well on Instagram, and my Pot of Peace that I co-own with my business partner Arlene. Check us out. We have a variety of plans and packages and stuff coming up for Valentine's, so check us out please, and support by your loved one or that special person in your life or something. We have options for you to choose from, so check us out. Like I said, checking our stories. We'll have different giveaways and so on during the time coming up, probably every month or every quarter, so look out for that. And yeah, so birthdays, not just birthdays, anniversaries, whatever special occasions. Check out the pages, Beauty with Grace Salon and Spa, Beauty with Grace Home and Accents, and my Pot of Peace. Today I want to continue from where we left off last week, in terms of how we model, what we modeling, who we modeling, and paying attention to how we carry about ourselves, our example. Are we following Paul's example as he followed Christ, or even following Christ's example anyway at all, so that we may win others? And so I just want to remind us really and truly that our life is not for us alone. Others are looking on, others are watching, even when you're not even aware. They are, and are paying attention, paying close attention. And so because you don't know who is modeling their life based on the decisions that you make, based on the things that you do, based on how you speak, based on the things that come out of your mouth. I'm reading another letter from Paul today, as I encourage us to, not just to read from the passage I gave last week with Corinthians, but to read different passages, different letters that Paul would have wrote, because he was the only one bravest to make that statement. Follow my example as I follow the example of Christ, which is pretty confident for you to make such a statement in the Bible. So, it's noteworthy, not that any other verse or any other person in the Bible is not noteworthy, but that was a noteworthy statement. Today we're in Ephesians. You're all of Ephesians, but like I say, continuing on, I don't know if you want to call this a part two of what we would have been speaking on before in terms of our impact and our influence. Like I said, ending up of 2021, that was literally what I left the year with and entered this new year with. My impact, having positive impact and influence on those that I come into contact with, even you here. Thank you so much for viewing, and to grow and to ensure that mentally, my mental health and my emotional health, that I practice self-care where that is concerned. So today, like I said, we're in Ephesians chapter 4. We're reading from verse 29. I'll start from verse 29. Verse 29 says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." So like I just said just now, you're not living your life for yourself. Paul said it when we did Ephesians last week. He kept saying, so that as many as possible how he lived his life was so that as many as possible would be saved. And here again he's saying, do not let any unwholesome tongue come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others. So ensuring the things that come out your mouth, we just sometimes, you listen to people, or you come in contact with people, and it's just devastation after they leave. Like, oh, you could say such a thing to somebody, or how? How you could tell somebody that? Oh, somebody tell you something, it's just like, I would never say that to somebody. And it's just that because that person not mindful of how it's impacting others, how it's going to impact somebody else. Like when I don't say what I say, how is that going to impact the others in the room, the person I am speaking to, the person that I am saying the thing to? How is that going to impact the person? Would it be a positive impact? Would I leave a positive impression on them when I leave? And even if, sometimes you tell somebody something and it's not, like if you tell somebody, stop lying. That's not something positive in what it is. Like you have a problem with lying and I need you to address it. And it's not a compliment, but at the end of the day, it's to have a positive impact on the person. And so I'll read it again. Verse 29 says, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up, according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. And do not grieve the Holy Spirit of God, with whom you were sealed for the day of redemption. Get rid of all bitterness, mental and emotional health. Remember saying that? Mental and emotional self-care. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, mental and emotional self-care. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Be kind and compassionate to one another, not to yourself, to other people. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Follow God's example, therefore, as dearly loved children, and walk in the way of love, just as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us as a fragrant offering and sacrifice of God. That's chapter 5, verse 1 and 2. So, chapter 4, 29 until chapter 5, verse 2. Paul said here, follow God's example, therefore. Remember Paul said, as we read last week, Paul said it in Corinthians, follow my example as I follow Christ. Paul is saying here again, follow God's example. We know God and Jesus is God. Follow God's example, therefore, as dearly loved children, and walk in the way of love, just as Christ. Walk in the way of love, model Christ. Model Christ. Just as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us as a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. So your life, what you modeling, should be a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. It's not gonna be easy. You think it's easy to be nice all the time and to be nice to unpleasant people? It is not. It is not the easiest thing to do, or to be nice or pleasant to somebody who just horrible. Like every time they open their mouth, just like, oh my gosh. So I just want to encourage us, like I said, call this part 2 if you want. Let us be mindful as to how we model our lives to others. We model Christianity, we model Christ as we walk, the way we talk. The Bible says, let no unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only that is beneficial for the building up of others. For the building up of others. Is this helping anybody? Is this helping? Is this causing more harm than good? When I say what I say, is this going to cause more harm than good? Is this going to strengthen a relationship or further destroy it? Just think. Take some time. It's better to talk slow and say the right thing than to just let things come out of your mouth and you just leave the place in shambles when you're done up. You place on people. So I'm encouraging us. Today. Please, I beg you, please. Let us be mindful as to how we model Christ, be mindful as to how we live our lives, our examples, the things we say, because you want to make sure that the others, the people in the room, the people that you're coming into contact with, the people that around you looking at you, modeling you, and you don't even know that they're modeling you. You want to make sure that you're doing your life right, so that when they live their life like yours, that they go end up in hell. They go end up God judging them because of how they live. You want well done, well done. Because you getting a well done too, they getting a well done too, because of how they model their Christianity after you. Can somebody get a well done based on how you handle a situation, based on how you handle an offense? Can somebody model your reaction in their situation and get a well done? Let's be mindful of how we model. Like I said, a model shows you how to wear, how to walk in the shoes, how to hold the handbag, how to wear the jacket, how to pair the jacket with the pants, so that when you see it, you say, I want it. Let us model Christianity in a way that when others see it, they say, yes, I want that. It's looking like it, I pressure, but I still want it. Okay, so let's just work on that. We're working on ourselves, we're working on our impact, on our influence, our own growth, and you will grow. You will grow. When you're mindful of how you live in your life, how you talking, how you interacting, the things that you say, the things that you're doing, how you caring about yourself, how you operating in unpleasant situation, is you're growing. And so each thing will be hinged on the other, and so your self-care will come automatic because you'll be mindful. I cannot be bitter. I have to put away bitterness, get rid of rage, get rid of anger, get rid of slander. You will grow, and so everything kind of hinged on the other thing. So your impact, your influence, it will be good if you're growing. It will be beneficial then anger and certain things just cannot be in your life, because you want to be impactful and you want your impact to be a positive one. So you'll get rid of the things that are displeasing to God, because at the end of the day, you want to model Christ, so that when others modeling and when you're impacting and you're influencing, you're doing it right, so that when they follow and they do a carbon copy of you, it correct, it right. And right, so make sure you are a good photocopy of Christ, so that when others copy you, their copy correct as well, and they don't have to make no corrections. They don't have to write lines through a whole section. So that's my encouragement for today. Like I said, don't forget to visit the pages, Pt.2 Grace Salon and Spa, Pt.2 Grace Home and Accents, for the wonderful accent pieces, their baskets, their spice racks, and different things that they have offering, and also my pot of peace. Be sure to check us out. Have a great week. Stay safe, social distance, sanitize, and take care of yourself and your loved ones. Have a great week, guys.